Anything over 1 is just that number. Here's 2 we didn't talk about. Zero over anything. Think of it this way. You have 0 pizzas. You need to split up those 0 pizzas between 10 people. How much pizza are they each getting? 0. Does it make sense?
Now if it was on the bottom, it would be undefined.
Yep. Does that make sense? Think of it like pizza. If you have no pizza, you have to split it between your 10 friends. They're still getting no pizza, right? Well, what happens if you have 5 pizzas in your fridge and you want to make 0 slices without eating it? Can you do it? Can you do it? If you have 5 pizzas sitting in front of you, can I make that into 0 slices? No. Because 1 pizza is at least 1 slice, right? Even if I have 1 pizza, that's a whole slice if you don't cut it. So without eating the pizza, can I divide it by 0 people? No. Anytime 0 on the bottom, you can't do it. You can never divide by 0. It is undefined. You can never split something up by 0. Does that make sense? So if you had 20 over 0 on your test, you would write what? Undefined. The next thing we're going to talk about is equivalent fractions. These are like the only 2 things for the fractions that there's not like a blank for. But you can fill it in a practice box somewhere or like at the top or bottom. Sorry, this is just one of the things that doesn't fit in your books. But equivalent fractions. Who remembers the golden rule of fractions from Tuesday?
What you do to the bottom, you gotta do the top.
Well, you do the top, you gotta do the bottom. You gotta do the bottom, you do the top. Right?
Yeah.
Golden rule of fractions is multiplying and dividing. So, what did I do to the bottom here? What did I do to the bottom to get from 2 to 10? Times 5. Well, golden rule of fractions tells me what do I need to do to the top? Times 5. So what is 1 times 5? Make sense? (16 over 20 equals 4 over what? So this time I did something to the top. What did I do to get from 16 to 4? Divided by 4. So what do I need to do to the bottom? The same thing. Which is what? So my answer to this one would be 4/5. Make sense? Those are the easier types, as long as you know your multiplication tables. Questions so far? Yes?
You times on the first one and divided on the second one. Why is that?
It's either multiplying or dividing. Either or.
You just have to find the answer.
You have to figure out. If you're going from bigger to smaller, you're dividing. And smaller to bigger, you're multiplying. Does that make sense? And these just come with practice. Math is a lot of practice.